Tonight, live from the studios of Channel 8 Television, located in beautiful downtown Pacifica, California, the scenic gateway to San Francisco. Welcome to the Bruce Latimer Show.
It's so nice to be here with you tonight. Nice to see Phil and his friend to his left, and see Mike on the stair, and Steve there too. Tiger Jazz, good to see you. I think I'm coming home tonight, right by this ocean shore. I can feel the open door. Man, I feel like I want a boogie rumble reggae. Boogie rumble reggae. Oh, it sure feels nice to be with you this evening. Thanks so much for checking us out. You know, we're coming to you from the beautiful studio Pacifica Community Television here in Pacifica, California. Oh yeah, on the ocean shore, the Pacific Ocean shore. It's so nice out here. All right, tell me what kind of dog tells time. I said, can you tell me what kind of dog tells time? A watchdog. Yeah. All right. Who stopped payment on my reality check? You know, there's been so much going on in this world lately. I just don't know how some people can manage it all. I've been doing the best that I can. Every day, all the time. And I tell you sometimes it just does not seem to be enough. There's always somebody out there wanting to be standing on top of you and just telling you what to think. But I don't get too much involved in that, especially when I start doing this television show. As I feel like I'm coming home to the ocean shore. Opening the door. Hey, we got a great show for you. Will you be able to stick around? You know what we're all about is put out the kind of feelings that are here in this studio, and that they're going to be traveling to your home, and then you're going to share them and digest them, and maybe tomorrow or something you'll pass it on. You'll keep it going. You know, that endless stream of a consciousness that's there. It's always there. Tonight you'll see a little green turtle, and we'll be anointed with the music of Kurt Huget's latest CD called A Mystery to Me. It's a name he thought of after one of his guitar students made up a beautiful 4-note melody. Yeah, Kurt attended College of Marin, San Francisco State, University of California, Berkeley. Oh yeah, he's performed and written songs with the Grateful Dead, Quicksilver Messenger Service, the Youngbloods, Huey Lewis and the News. Kurt teaches guitar in San Quentin prison. I'd say he might be safer there than out here. Oh yeah. Kurt Huget and friends are with us. This is going to be so special. Steve Brown. We all know Steve. We all know Steve. I say we all know Steve Brown here in the Bay Area because he's been such a huge part of the musical scene over the years. Early on, he was Don Sherwood's intern at KSFO Radio. He's a rock history biographer. The cat goes nowhere without a camera. But he was a bass player in a group in a band called The Friendly Stranger. And he was an underground DJ early on, known as OB-Jetty. He was actually hired by a young fella named Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead to do promotion, video work, merchandising for the group The Grateful Dead. Yeah, Steve and his camera are hardly ever separated. They go hand in hand. Yeah, you're going to see some of the reason why. I said you're going to see some of the reason why when you check out his new version of Flashback Jam. It's called Flashback Jam Second Helping. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be showing it around the Bay Area, but it'll be here in the city of Pacifica in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk with Steve about that. We'll see some of the great video footage. This is video footage, fool. This ain't no commercial stuff shot by some camera person, No, this is like I'm out there with my camera. I'm taking pictures of everything I see. And it's a memory, and it's beautiful, and I like what I've done. So Steve Brown is with us. I'll dedicate the show right now to all people that just need a little something to put their feet on so that they can go surf through their life and just keep on going, keep on moving it along. All right, check this out right now, please. They're playing right now. Kurt Huget and friends are on our stage. Put your hands together for Kurt, Julie Harrell, and Pat Campbell. Yeah. Thank you.
Afternoon on the plaza, about 2:45. Strangers ask me, ¿Qué pasa? Sleeping dogs neath the tree. Old man singing in a foreign key. It's a mystery to me. Thunder down in the valley, lightning strikes on the hill. From the gray hacienda, I can picture it still. Blue horizon stretching out endlessly. It's a mystery to me. Days drip by slowly, the swift as winter wind. More than my eyes could ever see. Reach for tomorrow, Roll that stone again. Watch it roll so cleverly. Skipping the stones from the shore, wooden ships cross the water, shoulder put to the oar. Red moon rising on a raging sea. It's a mystery to me. It's a mystery to me. It's a mystery to me. This next song was written by legendary San Francisco guitarist John Cipollina. I want to dedicate this to our good friend Mike Somavilla, Keeper of the Flame. Coco, tell me what are you gonna do? She's got it made in the shade or at home in the dark. She knows a full moon at midnight gonna make the dark spark. Go, go. Tell me what are you gonna do? Coca-Moca, living off the old bayou. She's got so much mojo, Coco, out on the loose. She knows all of the potions, young and full. She got a black cat bone. She's got them mystic eyes. If you get caught in a trance, won't be no surprise. Oh, Coco, tell me, what are you gonna do? Coco Moco, living off the old bayou. She's got so much mojo, Coco, out on the loose. She's got so much mojo, Coco, out on the loose. She's got so much mojo, Coco, out on the loose. Grey dawn, outbound train suspense station. Air is thick, intense, your words, nothing left to say. I know, soon be on your way. Though we got no more tomorrows, let's forget about the past. I can hear that whistle blow now. Seems your train has come at last. Blues, tears, sad eyes. Blue tears, goodbye. Long beard, gypsy tune park, 4 bells, cast off after dark. Last call, all hands get on board, high tide, and the ship sails from the shore. As the waves convey the sailor overseas and home again, I will return and without failure, but I cannot venture away. Tears, cloud form scattered across the sky, backdrop to eagles drifting by, still wings built by human hands, lift off on a jet to foreign land. Though we got no more tomorrow, let's forget about the past. I can hear that whistle blow now. Seems your train is coming last.
Kurt Huget and friends. Yeah. Kurt, we got a nice close-up of the latest release, Mystery to Me. Boy, that was a great song, wasn't it, huh? Yeah, I think that was one of the ones that, one of the few, one of the 10 that Kurt had written, or co-written with Dave Getz of, what was it, Big Brother and the Holding Company. The other one would have been Empire Dreams. And there are 8 other pieces on this Mystery to Me CD. What a great phrase, isn't it? I mean, I thought when he explained why he named it Mystery to Me, that one of his students had, an 8-year-old student made up a 4-line melody that was a mystery to him. And he had the smarts not to sort of ask how or ask why or this and that. You know how it is about such things? You know, what's the purpose of life? What's this and that? And then the very thing of asking is the very thing that pushes away. That's not what Kurt Huget has done on his latest release. He's sitting next to me now. Please welcome Kurt Huget. Good to see you, man.
Thank you.
Boy, here, have some of this. This is Essence of Pacifica, and we call it also Panther Urine.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
What vintage? What vintage?
74.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Boy, you're looking good, man. Thank you for being here. I sure like your playing.
Thanks, man.
You're a full band with the 3 people.
You work with great friends and great musicians like Pat Campbell and Julia Harrell.
Julia.
You can't go wrong.
Tracy Nelson actually did a song on this release as well, right?
She did. That's a real treat. Tracy, I've known her for a few years. I'm also a booking agent on the side. I'm her booking agent. And I've loved her since, remember, Mother Earth Days, Martine Fierro, that band. Steve Brown remembers that.
God.
That powerful voice, and she sings better than ever. She's a sweetheart. So a few months ago, we were working on this CD, and I said, Tracy, I'm working on a CD. I was wondering if you would, and she said, you want me to sing on it? Yeah, okay. So.
That's, thanks for sharing that. I know at some point we have the other things to be talking about, but right now, Pat Campbell, of course, is with you, Julia Harrell, and on the recording, Dave Zerbel actually helped too, right?
Yeah, amazing pedal steel player. He plays with Lansdale Station, a group called Tiny Television. He's making the rounds now.
Oh, yeah.
Very good player, sweet guy.
Tell me just something about your San Quentin teaching guitar gig. You go in and do you like shiver me timbers, or do you feel like really safe in there?
Ironically, I do teach every Thursday night. 5 years I've been doing, over 5 years now.
God.
I go in for 3 hours, and with a group of guys, anywhere from 8 to 15, sometimes 20 guys in a room, just me and them, no guards. And they're really cool. They're really receptive to learning the music. This is their way to open up as human beings. They're kind of locked in this cage. It's a very oppressive concrete and steel environment. This gives them an opportunity to let their hair down, open up, and plus mix with the different races. In my class I have blacks, whites, Latinos, Asians, all making music together. They don't merge
mostly
so much
the men.
in the yard.
Is that true?
It's all men in San Quentin.
Yeah, yeah.
And I learn from them every time.
God,
every night, I'm teaching them how to read music. I'm teaching them Bach and Beethoven right now, and we play the blues. We write songs.
What a give and take. What a back and forth.
But I was telling you earlier, it's ironically, when I'm in there, I feel so relaxed and safe because I know they're not going to screw up with me, and I'm not going to put them on. I don't have a cell phone. Nobody's bugging me on the cell phone. Nobody's harassing me with Facebook and emails or honking their car horn at me. It's just us playing music in this very conducive room to doing that, to being creative.
It's big time, and it's been going on for a long time. It's just that not too many people hear about such thing until somebody like you comes along and sort of talks about it. Mm-hmm. Of course, Mimi Farina was doing Bread and Roses and it's still going on.
That's how I started. I was with Bread and Roses for years. I've been a volunteer for over 25 years. I was on the staff for 5 years, and I started taking shows in there, Michael Fronte and Bonnie Raitt and Mark Hummel, and they said, hey, the guys want to learn how to play guitar. Would you come in and try to teach them?
How sweet, man.
Yeah, I'll do that. You can't keep me out now.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, I guess you just go park out in the parking lot and then
I
they
walk in.
walk in.
I joke sometimes that sometime I'll slip up and take an accordion in with me, and then they'll never let me out.
Oh, I tell you, huh? Or a banjo, accordion
Yeah.
or a banjo, man. I got
20 to 11
Thank
for
God,
banjo in the San Quentin.
yeah. Candyman actually is on this release as well. And of course, that's a song that Robert Hunter, and Jerry Garcia wrote. What
Huge
a
heroes
nice
of mine,
version.
and you know, I've been here before and played some songs I wrote with Robert Hunter. That was a treat. I've always liked that tune, and they do it, as you probably know, as a slow
Yeah,
ballad, which
yeah.
I love. But I thought, you know, I want to do that song and just change it, so it's more of a upbeat country rocker, really, on this thing. And Dave Zerbell plays pedal steel on it, and Julia does amazing drums. It just really came together.
We've got only about a minute left, but as I was listening to you and then listening to your CD, I was thinking about your phrasing. Really a fine phraser and wordsmith. And then I actually mentioned this to you yesterday, that I close my eyes and I'm thinking Dave Alvin and Gordon Lightfoot and Willie Nelson and a number of other sort of folks, and I'm not sure that any of them have anything to do with you.
That's good company. To be
it's a
compared
great
with.
company.
Yeah.
But I'm sure at one point there, each of them made some.
I admire them all. And I
Put something
listened
on
to a
you.
lot of different songwriters, the Gershwins,
Yeah.
and Burt Bacharach, Carole King, you name it. They've all got. We can all learn something from them, especially the wordsmithing part.
What a gig, man! I mean, you know, it's something that's not taken too seriously. When he does that, I have to take him seriously. We'll talk after the show, but we will be able to get a little more of your communication with us through your music later in the show. Can you and the kids do that?
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Bruce, for your show and for what you do for the
yeah.
music community.
Yeah, man. Thank you. What a
Hopefully.
sweet thing to say. Thanks, Kurt. Yeah, Kurt EJ. Oh, and they're friends. Friends. Boy, oh boy. Pat Campbell, of course. He's Mr. Everywhere, Mr. Bass, and Julia Harrell, drums and percussion. Yeah, this is us. This is us here, and this is you. You too. And we're putting out the light. The kind of thing we can do in the television scene, and be true to truth, freedom, and independence in the television. Yeah, so the next step of our show, this is really cool, is one where we'll take a journey, a visual journey into a man's life. You can just imagine the camera's up on his shoulder, up there, here's the front part of him, and he's shooting videos of people that at that time were not necessarily even discovered yet. Grace Slick, on and on and on and on. And it's about 9 minutes or so, and it'll give us a little taste of what his release is about. It's really a second release. It's called a Flashback Jam Second Helping. Steve Brown has done that, and we'll watch some of the video, and then we'll come back and do some talking with Steve. All right? All right, we'll check in a bit.
My name is Craig Corwin, and I live in Pacifica, California. I first saw the Grateful Dead December 28, 1966 at Sacramento, California, and was so thrilled by what I saw that I wrote Jerry Garcia a letter. And he responded to me about 2 months later. And I'd just like to read the letter. In terms of our philosophical attitudes toward our music, we've carefully avoided forming thoughts on the subject. The music says it all, parens, hopefully. We like to play, and that's the big thing. When we played in Sacramento, we felt that our performance was far below standard. I'm sorry you haven't heard us on a good night. We'll probably be back sometime. We should be recording our first album within the next month. Hopefully it will be out within 2 months on Warner Brothers. Thank you again for writing. Gratefully, Jerry Garcia, Captain Trips.
I know you right,
punks who haunt North Beach asks me for a Zorro hat. I give him black, flat crown, wide brim flamenco dancer hat. He smiles toothlessly and says, "That's it." He tries it on, tilts it, and looks into the mirror. "You think I can do it, man? You think I can be Zorro?"
Size 22, hey, barefoot Nelly, ho, barefoot Nelly, hey, barefoot Nelly, you're the one for me.
I guess you all don't know, because Bill keeps quiet about some of his accomplishments. He was a war hero. I guess, like I say, most of you don't know that. He was on a troop transport going to Korea during the war, and he kept our boys alive because he worked in the kitchen, and he used to make sandwiches all day, and then sort of put them away. And late at night, they had this gigantic crap game going, and he never indulged in the gambling, but he kept our boys fed with sandwiches. Of course, he charged for them, and he turned a tidy profit.
What's that
Certainly something you don't want to end, but there it was. Boy. Wow.
Good stuff.
I'm here with the maker of that film, the man who was toting around that camera, Steve Brown. God, that's a really interesting little piece, man. You've put your thing together fairly well. I mean, this is the second time you've dug into that treasure trove, because you had another film a year or two ago.
Yeah, I kind of took the best of on the first round, and then I found out, hey, I got a lot more here. And so when Danny, who does the Firehouse film series there, asked me to come back again, I said, yeah, I got some more stuff I can dig up and put together.
That place only holds 125 people. And so I'm really pleased you're here, because we can let people know that they can go to that place. It's like you're giving it away for $10 or something. People can come in and watch the whole video, Steve.
Yeah.
That's April the 19th at 7 p.m. Pedro Point Firehouse here in the city of Pacifica. That's on Danman Avenue in Pacifica, California. This is pretty amazing. Let's get a shot of oh, we've got it. Look at that. Look at that. That's some awfully nice work there. Who did that work?
That's a friend of mine, David Alonzo.
I thought it was an Alonzo.
Artist. Yeah. He's a really great artist. He's not known for his poster arts. This is actually his second poster. And in fact, he's got some great detail in this one. He really went all out on it. And he comes from a comic book art school, I believe. That's kind of where his background is. So he's got a lot of fanciful type of objects going on in this
fun
one.
Things happening.
Yeah.
And he didn't, so it wasn't sort of a computer-generated deal, right?
No. This is all hand-drawn, hand-painted. It's a large piece, actually. The original piece is like 30 by 30.
I really dig the fact that that is done by a local kid. That was it Mr. Corwin that had the letter, and he's a
Greg
Pacifican
Corwin,
cat.
who came up with this letter one day and told me, hey, I got a letter from Jerry Garcia. I said, no, he said, yeah, from 1967, January 11th, I think it was mailed in 1967, right before the be-in. So here's this rare archive, which actually they have now down at the Grateful Dead Archives in Santa Cruz.
Would you like one of these?
Yeah, sure.
It's psilocybin, mescaline, and just
that'll mix well with what I've already
plain
taken.
old panther
Thank you.
yarn. You got some of those. We got some incredible brownies tonight from Beth. Oh, God, were they beautiful?
Yeah, Roger's
here
wife.
You're Steve Brown. You kind of got into the musical scene really early in your life, and the camera and you are like inseparable. You're still working with camera. You're doing camera stuff all the time.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
No, actually, I like documenting stuff, and to be able to relive it again is part of the whole beauty of being able to either make audio recordings or make video recordings, and then be able to share it with people later. Yeah.
It's a sweet thing, because some people will not know what it is they're actually seeing.
Well, in this case, what we actually did is I wrote down on a nice yellow pad all the people who, in fact, are on this in the order that they appeared. And Robert Twigg, who helped me put this into a computer this time, was able to take all the writing I'd done on the people who were in it and segment them and put them on the screen so we know who we're seeing this time. Last time I just showed it, and a lot of people had to turn to each other, who's that?
Who's that?
Which made a lot of people in the audience feel really smart, because they could answer, or really dumb, depending.
I've done that, and I've been both ways, that's for sure. Hell, I didn't, anyway. But it was nice to see David Nelson.
Yeah.
Because he's been on this show.
Right.
Just
a lot of
the folks.
Yeah, right.
There's some really fine performances by the Dead, Santana, Bronnie Raitt, Little Feat, Chris Isaac, John, of course, Cipollina.
Yeah, I followed John around for a long time, just filming a lot of his shows, because he's just such a sweet guy, and what a guitar player, just really incredible. And he had really great side people all the time with him too. They're really fun to be around.
It was wonderful to see Alan Cohen.
Alan, what a sweetheart.
Alan. And that was George was next to him. George Mikulski is the guy that put together our musical introduction. The sound, and that. So. And unfortunately, and Alan went and passed on, but a couple of weeks ago, I read some of his poetry on the show, and so just to see him was awfully cool.
Yeah, it is interesting when you actually watch this film to see how many people no longer are with us.
Oh, that's the game,
and
isn't it?
It is, and
Doesn't
it's kind
change.
of,
It
and
just keeps
it's
going.
sad, and yet it's a joy to be able to relive some of their fine moments. That I tried to find the stuff I'd shot.
This is a fine wine time for, in my opinion, sociologically in the country of America. The good part of it. It was very fine wine time. It was people, awakening to sort of who they are and what's going on and everybody had that in common, the first wave at least, and God, what a beautiful time, man! It was really sweet to see sort of people, hundreds of people walking down the street at the same time, just so that they could enjoy the music, the camaraderie, the whatever, hashish, I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot of joy during that time, and there was a lot of enjoyment, not only of just the music, but the art too, and the posters that came out that came with the music. Everybody, was enjoying a multi-level of art and music, and getting together and joining together in large groups and enjoying it together.
You must have been out of your mind, man, when you're, filming this stuff.
I was in there. The hardest part is I like to move to the music, and if you're holding your camera, it's pretty hard to dance and shoot at the same time. So that was always the discipline for me, is to be able to hold still enough to be able to still, because I like music. I love it.
Of course, and you're a mover, and as I mentioned earlier, at one time you actually played bass with a group.
Yeah, I tried that out with a friendly stranger for a while when we used to play California Hall and places like that, but I was much better at management and promotion than I was at bass playing.
I'm going to have to agree, but I've never heard your musical abilities, and
you never will.
Well, and I'll take that and thank you for saying that. Yeah.
Save you here from
Steve Brown. Thanks so much. Hey, once again, it's the showing of Flashback Jam, second helping. Is going to be April 19th at 7 p.m. and it's the Firehouse. They're out on the point there, right? 1227 Danman, Pedro Point Firehouse. I hope people can get it together and come down there and support you.
Yeah, and we'll have DVDs and posters available for folks too.
God, man.
Yeah.
Will you actually even sign things?
Sure, and David will sign the posters too. David Alonso.
Dude.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
You got one.
He got a wonderful job. Steve, thanks for bringing us along on your journey. It was just really beautiful.
I enjoy sharing it. That's what it's all about, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Steve Brown, put your hands together for him. Boy, I like stuff like that, and I got to tell you, it could have been in the 1950s, or it could have been in the 40s, or the 70s. Any time when the folks got together, to sort of get together and share feelings, I've always thought that was incredible. It just happened to be in that particular time, incendiary time. Little Green Turtle, let's just see if we can just do a little bit, okay? Because I know how it is. You can't just wait around and to dance. You want to dance, and we want to see you if you don't mind, okay? All right. Oh yeah, good. Yeah, shake that thing up. Oh yeah, now you got it. Oh yeah, push that thing out if you can. It doesn't look like you want to. They're having a little bit of acid reflux or something. Boy, you look good today. I think Little Green Turtle, you probably had some of the brownies, huh? God, those brownies. Whoa, wee. Boy. Oh, that was sweet, man. Wow. Thank you, Little Green Turtle. Isn't it fun just to do this show, Little Green Turtle? We can learn about the sort of the past with Steve and that, and then we have these wonderful musicians on our stage that we can just share it. It's like this energy that cannot be stopped, that will not be stopped, and it goes to those who can hear and feel and touch. God, this is it's a beautiful thing. So much of the communication thing to me is another time. This is our time. It's your time. All right, we're going to go back to the folks that sort of opened us up and got us going down this little road. Welcome back, please. Kurt Huget and friends. That would be Julia Harrell and Pat Campbell. Put your hands together for them once. Yeah. Ooh.
Dancing across the twilight sky, she'll catch your breath and catch your eye, resting neath the willow tree. She feels good and she is free. She gives music to the silent spring, like a sparrow on the wing, sheltered from the wind and rain, until the sun shines through again. She puts her faith in what she knows, 'cause there's so many miles to go. And she brings harmony to songs she sings, like a sparrow on the wing. And if you should ask her why, she'll just smile and laugh and fly. All the colors that she's lived through, winter brown and summer blue, a yellow moon and raven hair, the silver clouds that fill the air. She moves in time with every bell that rings, like a sparrow on the wing, like a sparrow on the wing, just like a sparrow on the wing. She's like a sparrow on the wing. Well, it's been a good long run. Lost a show but left some work undone. Now at the end of the day, I guess it's time to say goodbye. We took a chance or two, hit the mark sometimes, we missed it too. Still, I wouldn't change it anyway, even if it's time to say this short life it seems, without a doubt, it's just one way in and one way out. We've got these memories to share. We could make some more if we did. We'll just take it day by day till it's time to say goodbye. In this short life it seems, without a doubt, it's just one way in and one way out. We've got these memories to share. We could make some more if we dare. We'll just take it day by day till it's time to say goodbye. Take it day by day till it's time to say goodbye. Till it's time to say goodbye. Till it's time to say goodbye. Till it's time to say goodbye.
Hey, yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, Kurt, thanks, Kurt. Thanks, Julia. Oh, Pat, we're gonna get another shot of them, one last shot, while Steve's getting up there. By the way, you folks up at the Art House on Shattuck in Berkeley, Saturday, April the 20th, Al Staheli is formerly of Spirit, the Staheli Brothers, San Francisco very own Nick Gravenitis Band, and John Cipollina is going to be up there at the Art House. Doors open at 7. If you want to go check and see what this cat's doing nowadays at the Art House Gallery and Cultural Center on Shattuck Avenue in Berkeley, California. Were we able to get a nice shot of them? I guess we did. Wow, it's been good for us. When we started, I said, I don't know, I said, well, it's going to be open house, and the doors did open. And there was a really, really fine feeling. Thanks so much for checking us out this evening. Thanks to Kurt Huget and friend Steve Brown, you for watching. We'll go out with a little bit of Wendy DeWitt, a song called Nervous. Yeah, from her Industrial Strength CD. Think good thoughts, take care of yourselves, pass on the good, that stuff that you can pass on, that you can carry and you can share. We'll see you next time, all right?